I'm also very concerned about higher education in North Dakota. It's very important that our students have the highest quality possible, but it's also very, very important that we require a full accountability from our higher education presidents, from the chancellor, from the State Board of Higher Education. The area of concern that I have most is the degree to which we're spending. The state is increasing spending for higher ed year after year. At the same time, we're seeing tuition increases for our students that they have to bear the full burden of year after year. In other states, they've seen tuition increases as well. The difference, though, is that the tuition increases are making up for a decreased allocation from the state in payments to higher ed. What's different in North Dakota is we have both. The state is paying more with people's tax dollars, and they're requiring students to pay more in addition. Something entirely different. And what I would ask is that we have an accountability, that we require for every dollar of taxpayer money we are sending, we're getting value in return, and that value is represented in the quality of education. We have to look at the number of people that are employed, which are non-instructional staff. The number of people employed in our university system has grown dramatically with really no accountability. We have to look in this new age of technology where more and more students, at least 40%, are taking a part of their coursework online, that we don't necessarily need to continue building brick and mortar classrooms, building after building after building. We can look at the technology and say, well, perhaps the future is fewer butts in the seats and more students at home on their computers getting their education in that manner. Perhaps we need to put a moratorium on building until we can fully assess where we're at with technology. And finally, a third component of looking at higher ed is the gross inequity in the reciprocity programs that we have. There are a number of North Dakota students that go out of state, and then we have students coming from out of state into North Dakota. Minnesota is the primary state which has students coming to North Dakota. The differential that we have in the students coming from Minnesota is extraordinary. Now, every student that goes through the higher ed system is being subsidized with taxpayer dollars. So we have a situation in North Dakota where the parents are not only paying perhaps for their own kids, they are giving up their tax dollars to help pay for the higher education of all other North Dakota students as well. Beyond that, with our reciprocity programs, they're being asked to subsidize higher education for all of the Minnesota students. And I think that that's too much to ask of our parents in North Dakota.